I woke up on my birthday expecting at least a simple smile or a quiet happy birthday from my wife. Instead, her side of the bed was already empty, and the house felt unusually silent. I told myself not to overthink it. Maybe she was planning a surprise, or maybe work had her stressed again. When she finally came home in the late morning, she barely looked at me. While tying her shoes again, she said she had to meet someone important and would be gone most of the day. No cake, no hug, not even a casual mention of my birthday. Before I could respond, the door closed behind her. I tried to distract myself by doing small chores, but the emptiness followed me everywhere. Birthdays had never been a big deal to me, but this one hurt more than I expected. It wasn't about gifts. It was about feeling forgotten by the one person who promised never to forget me. Around noon, I checked my phone, hoping for a message from her. Nothing. Instead, social media reminded me of past birthdays filled with laughter and photos of us together. I started wondering when things had quietly shifted between us. As the afternoon dragged on, my thoughts grew darker. Her excuse sounded vague, and lately, she had been guarding her phone more than usual. I hated myself for thinking this way, but doubt has a way of creeping in when silence lasts too long. Then, in the late afternoon, my phone buzzed. It wasn't from her. It was a message from an unknown number. At first, I thought it was spam, but my heart dropped as soon as I read the first line. The message said, "I think you deserve to know the truth." Below it was a photo, my wife, sitting across from another man at a cafe, leaning in close, her hand resting on his arm. The timestamp showed it had been taken just an hour earlier. My hand shook as I stared at the screen. I wanted to believe there was some innocent explanation, but deep down, I already knew. The message continued, explaining that the sender had recognized her and felt guilty staying silent. I felt a strange mix of anger and numbness. Part of me wanted to call her immediately and scream, but another part felt exhausted, as if I had been preparing for this moment without realizing it. I sat there, replaying every recent argument and every late night. When she finally came home that evening, she acted normal, even cheerful. She asked if I had ordered food and casually mentioned being tired. I looked at her and realized how easily lies could sound like everyday conversation. I showed her the message without saying a word. The color drained from her face instantly. She tried to explain, stumbled over her words, and then went silent. That silence said more than any confession could. She admitted she had been seeing him for months and claimed she never meant to hurt me. Hearing that on my birthday felt like a cruel joke. I wondered how many times she had smiled at me while planning to meet someone else. That night, I slept on the couch, staring at the ceiling. I thought about how love doesn't usually end with a loud crash. It fades quietly, replaced by secrets and missed moments. My birthday had simply revealed what was already broken. The next morning, I packed a small bag. She watched me, crying, apologizing, promising change. I listened calmly, surprised by my own steadiness. Something inside me had already closed the door. I left the house feeling strangely lighter. My birthday didn't end the way I imagined, but it gave me clarity. Sometimes, the most painful gift is the truth, and sometimes, that truth is exactly what sets you free.